Hey there everybody, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. On today's video, we're going to do an unboxing and put together of the new Addams Family 4K Pinball from AtGames. Now this was sent to me on loan from AtGames so I could get a chance to put it together, try it out, get the feel for it, and possibly do a review if I want on it. So thank you very much to AtGames for sending this out to me to check out. And let's get started and let's see what it comes with. All right, so first off, what I want to do is I want to talk about the condition of the boxes. Both boxes seem to come in fairly good condition, although this is the main box with the main table part in it, and then this is the back box here. You can see there's some dents and things in the box, although from the looks of everything, hopefully everything is all right. We'll find out when we open it. Interestingly enough, FedEx sent this in two completely separate shipments. I actually received this yesterday and this today. So, luckily it wasn't too far apart from each other, but I did get them on two separate days, which is kind of interesting. But let's open this one up first and see what's inside. All right, so starting off, one thing that I do want to show here is the packaging that goes into this, because I know a lot of people have unfortunately received some units that had damage to them. And I was just curious, of course, how well these were packed, how much you can put on AtGames versus FedEx for the way that they ship it and everything. And I got to say that for the most part, it is all pretty well packaged. Now, one thing you can see here is that there is, this is where the handles are. There is a little bit of foam at the bottom, but there's a section here where there's nothing protecting. So that could be a potential problem. Although I got to say, you'd have to really work to break it there. And here too, where the handle is on this side, there's nothing other than some plastic protecting. See, you can see how the box ripped a little bit here. There's nothing here but some plastic. There's the foam kind of stops right before the handle. And then if I put my hand in further down, it's hard for me to feel foam here. So there's some potential on the side here maybe for things to get screwed up. But overall, other than that, I gotta say, it's well packaged. So I got to say, if there's damage, the onus has definitely got to be on the shipper and not on the way AtGames has this packaged. Okay, so I've pulled out all of the foam that was on the sides here. Again, you can see it's all really thick foam, should protect it pretty well. Looking in the box itself, here we go. And you can see everything looks to be in good condition. Of course, you've got the main body here, and within here is going to be all the little goodies for putting everything together. I'm assuming that the legs must be underneath here. When I bring this out, we'll see. All right, tilting the box on its side so that I could slide this out easy on first inspection. Everything looks good with it. Not seeing anything. I'll have to check on the other side, obviously. Everything is still all wrapped pretty well. And then one final look in the box. Again, you can see more foam on the bottoms here. And yes, there will be a gap from here up to about here. Same thing on this side where there is no protection. But that was really for the back and the front of the machine here, where you'd be mostly concerned, I would suppose. And so far, everything looks good. I'm not seeing any issues. So far, so good. Looks like everything got to me. No problem. All right, moving on to the back box. And I guess this is where the legs are because they weren't in the other box, which I guess makes sense. Again, you can see very, very well packaged, and it looks like the foam probably goes all the way down the box. I'll know more as I bring it up, but man, looks like everything is well packed. So again, any damage, it's got to be, it's not on AtGames, because it seems like they got these things packed pretty darn tight. All right, so now let's pull everything out of the second box. Again, this is going to be the topper, the back box, the legs, all the connection stuff. So let's check it out and see what it looks like. And we'll start very carefully here with the topper. I don't want to put it down on anything. And ooh, everything looks really nice with this. Again, this was really tight in there, which is a good thing. It's got the protective plastic on, covering on it, which I will not take off until I'm ready to put this on the machine. But there you go. That's the first thing. That's the topper. All right, pulling out this small box. I'm guessing this is going to be, yep, this is going to be the power cable and the key for the back box. Another box here, much bigger, much longer, it goes all the way down, and I'm going to guess that this is the legs. Yep, and that's what we've got here. We've got the 4 legs for the pinball. All right, now let's see here. This is, again, another big piece of foam, which goes, I would say this probably covers about halfway down the box. So there might be, again, a little gap on the sides, but nothing too bad. And then, of course, we've got the back box itself, which I'm going to try to very carefully pull out of here. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tip this over and pull it out that way. Again, this is a loaner, so I'm trying to be extra careful with it. Not that I wouldn't be careful if it was mine to keep, but I want to be especially careful because this does have to go back. All right, so now I'll slide this out. And being very careful. Oh, I thought I had it turned around the other way. That's okay. That's okay. It's all good. I thought I had it turned around so that the screen part was up top. The back part was up top, but that's all right. Still, again, that's why. Because they've got this, again, look at this. They got this really nice foam here covering the screen. So hopefully that keeps everything good. Let's go ahead and open this up and just take a quick look. All right, moment of truth. And everything looks good. Foam nicely in place. The protective plastic still on there. Going to stay on there for now. And overall, looks like everything got to me in good condition. So now it's time to put it together and see how everything looks. Okay, so this is the owner's manual that comes with the 4K Pinball. Now, one thing you will notice when you go through this is that there are no instructions for putting the machine together. Instead, there is a QR code right there that will send you to a video showing an unboxing, kind of like I just did, and how to put it together. So I'm gonna have to check that out, make sure I'm following all the right steps, mostly concerned with the wiring up of everything into the back box, make sure that that's all good, and follow along with that as we put this together. All right, so now I'm ready to start putting this together. I had to take a little break, get some work done, but it's the end of the day and I'm coming back to this to start to put things together. Now, one thing I did want to show off here is when they offered to send me this unit to test out, they asked if I wanted it with or without the SSF kit. So of course I said with. So you can see the speaker on the bottom there, part of the SSF kit. And yeah, I'm excited to try this out. and see what it sounds like. But let's get building. All right, so to start off, I'm going to get the legs onto the main play field here. Now, if you follow along with AtGames instruction video, they do say you should probably have 2 people doing this. They do suggest putting this onto the box, the main box that it came in, and then having like one person kind of lift up while the other person tightens the legs down on it. It's just me here, so I think the fact that I have this on a nice cushiony rug should keep everything nice and safe. I can put the legs on one side and then kind of flip it over and do the other side and then tilt it up. Yeah, let's get started. All right, so the legs are on, and now we're going to move on to the next part, which is opening up the back of the main unit and putting the back glass on, opening up the back of that as well, and then hooking up all the wires. So I'll start by taking the key that it comes with and just opening this part up here. There we go, and boom. And what you see here is all of the connector wires. They're all nice in this little baggie here. Open this up and get everything loose and ready to go. Everything is color-coded and numbered, so it makes it hopefully really easy to figure out where it goes with the back box. So let's get to that next. So unlike the back box that comes with the HD version, this does not have a piece that opens up with the key like it does on that version. You actually have to unscrew and take the whole piece off. So let's get to that. So now with the screws removed, we just pull on the little latch here and take that back piece off. And now we have access to everything we need to hook it up. One other important tip, don't lose the screws. Put them someplace safe until you're ready to put the back piece on your back box. So it comes with a couple of wooden dowels. You're going to put those in. What you're going to see is there are 2 holes here. These are for the wing nuts that are going to hold it together, but your wooden dowels are going to go in the holes to the left and to the right of that. And then we'll put the back box on. So you just line up the holes with those wooden dowels you put in, and it should just slot right into place. And then you take the wing nuts and you put that on to tighten everything down. Back box is secure, and now it's time for all the wiring. All right, so we'll take this one at a time. This is your first wire, number 1, orange goes to orange. You can see the red wiring here. It says this needs to be on the left, so just line it up like that, and hopefully this should slide right in. There are some little clips on the side here. I'm not sure if you got to hold those in to get it in. Try it that way. And yeah, there we go. I believe, yep, that's in, just like that. Moving on to number 2, these just go together. Luckily, these only fit one way, so you can't really screw this up. There you go, number 2. Ready? Okay, so this is number 3. Number 3 goes here. There's a little black piece right here, and there's also a little cutout right here that lines up with. So again, should only be able to put this in one way and not screw this up. And there you go, that's in. Next up is number 4. It is the one with the green tag. Even though it's got an eye on it on the one on the bottom, it does say connect the 4-pin speaker cable to back box 4. Not sure if this is typical or if maybe this has to do with the SSF kit. And maybe that's the way that is. But again, this should only go one way, so should be okay. Yep, there we go. And there we go. And number 5 is up here. That is actually the LED for the topper. So we're going to skip that for now. We'll come back to that once I put the topper on. And we'll move down here to our last one, which is number 6. And connected and all good. Now with all those connections made, you shouldn't need to get to anything under here anymore. So at this point, you could just close this part up. So now we're going to put the topper on, and you want to make sure that you feed the wire through this little hole here. Get that all the way in there so that you can connect those up. And then again, just like with the back box, you've got a couple of wing nuts here. You just got to find and line up the holes and get that in, which is probably easier said than done. Okay, I found the first one. Now hopefully the second one won't be as hard. And the last thing will be to just hook these up and you should be all set. And now we just need to put the back piece on and screw that in again, and we'll be good to go. Remember what I said about not losing those screws. And there you have it, all together. And there we go. The AtGames 4KP Addams Family, all put together, all ready to go. Just got to pull the plastic off of it, fire it up, do whatever firmware updates it needs, and go from there. So this is going to be the end of this part of the video. I just wanted to do an unboxing and a build on it, show you guys how it comes together. Next, I will be spending some time playing around with it and give you my thoughts and opinions in another video. But that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to give me a like, give me a thumbs up on it, leave me a comment below on your thoughts on the Addams Family Pinball, at least as far as the way it's packaged, the way it comes together, all that kind of good stuff. And of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do that as well. But that's going to do it for this one. I will see you guys next time. Take care and have a great day.